I hope you have a gold farm. Because these guys really like gold. Hello everyone, Stanley here, and welcome back to another Bedrock Edition tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to build an extremely overpowered piglin bartering farm in your 1.16 Nether update worlds. I really hope that you have a gold farm because you are going to need it for today's tutorial. So if we hop over to these guys right here, as you can see, we got about 20 piglins in this little booth right here, and that means that they can trade up to an entire stack of gold within 1 second. So yeah, 64 barters per second, meaning that you get 3,840 barters per minute, and for every stack of gold that you give them, so every 64 barters, you'll get, you know, about a full inventory of items. We got 2 netherite hoes from that, completely ridiculous. That is actually extremely rare to get a netherite hoe. It usually takes about 500 trades to get one of those. So yeah, for every stack of gold, you get about 450 items. So that means that within a single minute, you can get up to 27,000 items just from these piglins. That's assuming, of course, that you have enough gold to actually give them. As you can see, they are utterly ridiculous. Now, it is really hard to get an average of how many items you get per minute, or per hour, or per trade, or whatever, simply because they give you so many different items, and they give it to you in quite a variety of quantities as well. But yeah, 27,000 per minute is about what you should expect from 20 piglins. As you can see, this is ridiculous, and I have no idea how you're going to store that. So it should go without saying that this is a little bit of a bug or a little bit of an exploit with the behavior of the piglins. Basically, we're just kind of exploiting how they're coded. I don't necessarily see this as like too big of an exploit. I wouldn't mind if people did this on the server that I played on, mostly because you're really just speeding up the rate at which you're trading with them. It still takes a lot of gold, but you're basically just saving yourself a little bit of time. The average piglin trade takes about 10 seconds to complete, so when you can do a 64 in a single second, yeah, that can save you a lot of time in your Minecraft world. And of course, time is money, especially when you got this many items to sort. They're gonna despawn very, very soon. Behind me here, you can see all the different items that these piglins can give you, and they will give you all of these in vast quantities. So over on the right, we have kind of the least special items. All of these things we can farm with other types of mob farms, probably faster, probably quicker, and with a little bit less gold expenses, but they're still really nice things to have. Now that being said, you do actually get a lot of iron nuggets. For every stack of gold blocks that you spend, you'll get about 40 to 50 iron ingots, which is actually pretty alright. Second, we have the kind of mid-tier items, splash potions and normal potions of fire resistance, crying obsidian, normal obsidian, and fire charges as well. And then the really good things is netherite hoes. That is, I believe, the rarest item to get from them. We got soul speed 3, and then they can also give you iron boots with soul speed on them as well. Furthermore, quartz, soul sand, and gravel are all completely renewable via these piglin bartering. So these are 3 really nice things to get. I know soul sand and gravel might not seem like they're that special, but the fact that they are now renewable is a major plus. And quartz is always super helpful for all of your different redstone components, and of course, building. I know 450 items per stack of gold might not seem like that much when you're just saying 450, but let's actually take a look at what you get for trading gold. So this single chest right here is the approximate amount of items that you'll get from a single stack of gold. Not too shabby. As you can see, there's actually quite a few good things in here that are very useful in your Minecraft world. Moving on, these 3 double chests are what you'll get from 9 stacks of gold. As you can see, it is a lot of stuff. Please note that all of these are full stacks as well. It's a lot of things. As you can see, there's even more in this chest as well, and then there's a little bit extra in this chest up here. Not to mention that we also get 3 netherite hoes. So the reason why this module over here is so quick is because there is 20 individual piglins in there trading away super duper quickly. But if you only have a single piglin, it's still going to be really quick. I mean, look at that. That guy is just going ham, trading his heart out, basically. but that isn't quite as quick as it could be. So that's why we put 20 in a single module, and that's how you get the extreme rates that we have. So how exactly does this mechanic work? Well, it's actually really simple. All you need to do is aggro the piglins, and then they will finish their trade and try to attack you. But then there's going to be more gold for them, so they pick up the gold and then start trading again, and basically just rinse and repeat until there is nothing more to trade. Now, the easiest way in the world to aggro these guys is simply to move a gold block, or, you know, some of this nether gold ore, and that actually aggroes the piglins. So we have this on a little sticky piston clock right here. As you can see, we move that and it will aggro all of these guys. If we go into survival mode real quick, you can see they actually want to attack us, but they're not going to. It's honestly quite weird and very noisy as well. So we're gonna go back into creative mode. Also, I need some gold. So we're gonna grab some of that, and as you can see, with that clock enabled, pushing that nether gold ore, that is going to allow these guys to trade extremely quickly. It is so fun. If we go ahead and turn that off, you'll see that they go back to their normal trading speed, which is, you know, 1 trade per 10 seconds. Really slow. Now we can turn that back on, and then bam, they pick up all the items, and it's really quite nice. So of course, credit where credit is due. Thank you to our lovely community members, Obi, Silent Sniper, and Tranker for helping work on this and discovering it as well. Obi discovered this, and then Tranker helped refine it and also shared it with me as well. So that is really cool. Thank you guys so much for discovering this and just working on this little mechanic. It is so amazing, and I love it so much. So thank you guys for finding this. Now, for the off chance that they do fix this kind of, you know, mechanic in the next couple of months or a couple updates, I don't want this video to be completely useless for you. So here is what I would call kind of like the standard piglin trading hall design. This is what most people will come up with when they try to design a piglin trading hall. This is really as simple and as basic as it can get. As you can see, we got a whole bunch of piglins in here. We got droppers with gold either above them or to the side, depending on what you fancy. The droppers are being filled up from a hopper line that is then filled from a hopper minecart over here with your gold supply. So nothing too terribly fancy, nothing too complicated. And then we have a hopper clock out the back, and this has 22 items in it. There does appear to be some bugs with these guys not picking up gold sometimes, or just failing to pick it up, or failing to pick it up because it's just not in the perfect area for them. So sometimes you'll get gold in the output chest, but otherwise it works pretty well. Now, I'm not going to do a full block by block tutorial for this today because it turns out Prowl actually had the same idea for this exact design and put this out on his channel already. So if you want a full block by block tutorial for basically this exact design, then you can head over to Prowl's channel, subscribe to him, leave a like on his video, and then build his farm because it works very well. Alright, so let's hop into the build process, shall we? This is a very easy thing to build. However, there is a couple of things that you'll need to keep in mind. You want to build this away from any hoglins because hoglins will kind of disrupt the piglins because they want to go into hunt mode, and that is a whole thing that you don't want to deal with. Also, of course, build this somewhere safe. You don't want to walk off a cliff into a lava lake or have a ghast blow you up or something stupid like that. So maybe build it inside of a mountain or up in the nether roof or just somewhere safe and secure. Also, you'll want it to be decently close to an easy source of piglins. That way you don't have to transfer them too far away into your farm. So there's two different sections to this farm. There is the gold pushing module, and then there's the actual trading module. Now, the gold pushing module can be up to about 16 blocks away from the piglins. That way they still aggro from it, and that way it's not quite as loud and you don't need to hear it, but it can be pretty much wherever you like. It doesn't really matter. To build this, you want a sticky piston facing forward with a piece of nether gold ore in front of it, a repeater on one tick above that, a redstone torch on the side of it, solid block above that, solid block in front of that repeater, and then have yourself a piece of redstone dust right here. Now, before you place this piece of redstone dust, make sure there's no piglins around you because they will want to attack you, so make sure that you're in a safe area. Place that in there, that'll start clocking, and then you can just place a lever anywhere on this thing to turn it off. For the trading module, all you really need to do is build a U-shape of glass like this. Technically, you can use a solid block if you want, or really any block of your choice, but I'm going to use glass because it looks nice. 3 slabs in the front, and then a little bit of glass right here as well, so the piglins don't try to escape. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to get all the piglins in there in survival mode, as I haven't really played around with them that much. However, if you're not wearing gold armor, they will chase you around and try to attack you, so you can basically just lure them in there and use yourself as bait. Also, trapdoors do appear as full blocks to mobs, so if you have a mob walking this way, they'll basically just fall right on down in there if everything is going in your favor. So you'll want to get at least 1 piglin into this area, but of course, you know, get up to 20 piglins, as that is going to be the best way to get a whole bunch of trades in the quickest manner. And of course, you don't really want any baby piglins. So if we go ahead and turn on this thing over here and throw down a stack of gold, you can see these guys are instantly going into super fast ultra trade mode, and that is all there really is to that. I would suggest standing a couple blocks away, that way you don't pick up all the garbage. And when it comes to storage, I am honestly not entirely sure. 27,000 items a minute is kind of a lot, and without having water streams, because of course we're in the nether, that is going to take some sophisticated storage to sort. But I'm sure you guys will figure out some interesting ways of working around that. You could set up some hopper minecarts maybe, if you have a lot less piglins in there, and that would probably handle it, but it's still gonna take a while to sort all that. Of course, if you are in survival mode without gold armor, these guys are gonna hate you and want to attack you, and probably succeed in attacking you, so I would suggest actually blocking their line of sight by putting a sticky piston facing downwards right there, and then you can power that however you like, and that will block their line of sight. That way, when you're in survival mode, these guys can't see you, they won't try and shoot at you, and it won't be a lot of pain and suffering. Also, make sure to name tag all of your piglins, because trading with a piglin does not prevent it from despawning. So that's really all there is to it. As you can see, it is an extremely straightforward and simple farm, and I'm hoping that they don't break this anytime soon, because I kind of need to build a gold farm myself in order to use this in survival, and that's gonna take me a little while. So hopefully they leave this in the game for a couple months, and knowing Bedrock Edition, this might very well be in the game for 6 years. I hope you have enjoyed today's Nether Update tutorial and get a ton of use out of this in your Minecraft worlds. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, then leave a like, as it helps out the video and the channel significantly. And if you want to see more farms and tutorials like this in the future, then of course make sure to subscribe. Join the silence. We're nearing 250,000 subscribers, and that is a whole lot of people. So join us. We would love to have you. And of course, I will see you guys down in the comment section and in the next one. Thank you ever so much for watching. And then there was silence.